but the fact that I could use a couple more upbeat songs takes second place to the fact that I need to have a vehicle that works, and there are no employees in sight here. I decide to take matters into my own hands and sneak behind the counter to the doorway that leads to the garage. Inside, the smell of oil, exhaust, and rubber fills the air. Not unpleasant, but very real. It's darker in here, so I pull my sunglasses off and balance them on the bill of my hat. My attention snags on the man bent over, turning a wrench under the hood of a classic Mustang. He's wearing coveralls tied around his waist, and a black thermal shirt stretches across his broad shoulders. "Hey, can I ask you a question?" My voice loses the battle against the volume of the music. "Hey!" I yell. Still no response. I scan the room, locate the stereo, and march over to it. I slap my hand on the power button, and the music cuts off mid-lyric. The man jerks up and turns to look toward the now silent stereo. "What the hell?" he barks, his eyes catching on me and staring intently. "Who the hell do you—" "Sorry, you couldn't hear me over the music." I turn to face him fully, taking a few steps closer. I open my mouth to apologize again, but recognition sets in. "Logan Brantley?" His narrowed eyes widen. "Holly Wickman. Haven't seen you in a coon's age." He pulls a rag from the back pocket of the coveralls and wipes his hands. He looks like he's about to hold one out for me to shake, but looks down at it and frowns. "Hold on a sec." He turns on his heel and strides to the sink in the corner. The scent of citrus cuts through the oil and exhaust, and I realize he's scrubbing his hands clean before he offers me one. I'm not sure whether I'm embarrassed or flattered. After all, Logan Brantley was the premier bad boy of all bad boys, and I've crushed on him since I was old enough to crush on boys. He never looked my way, though. Older than me by a few years, he cruised around in his vintage Camaro like a badass, always with a different girl in the front seat. I was beneath his notice, and then he lit out of town as soon as they handed him a diploma. I had no idea he was back, and I can't help but wonder how the years have treated him. He finishes washing and comes back to me, the scent of orange clinging to him. "Of all the gin joints, what the hell are you doing in my garage, Holly Wicks?" He throws my stage name in this time, and the heat of embarrassment creeps up my neck. I lick my lips, rough from the heat of my car blasting on them during the blur of a drive from Nashville. I turned my radio up nearly as loud as it would go and started belting out the lyrics to every country oldie I could find. Anything to distract me from thoughts of Creighton and how he might have reacted when he found the note. The voice in my head that sounds like Mama says he's just going to write me off this time. "Holly?" Logan drags me back to the present. "Sorry, my car won't start. I was getting gas, and then I got back in and turned the key, and just nothing. Well, a click, but then nothing." I slap my mouth shut when he grins, because I think he's laughing at the fact that I'm babbling like an idiot. "A click. Bad starter then, probably." He cranes his head toward the overhead doors, trying to see my car, maybe. "What kind of hot ride you got these days? I could see you in a Lexus. You always were classier than the other girls around here." My eyebrows shoot up. "Me? Classy?" I wore hand-me-downs from the ladies at church who had daughters a few years older than me until I was 16 and moved up to shopping at the ultra-discount stores. Maybe he's referring to the fact that I kept my boobs and butt covered, unlike some of the girls who scored that ride in his Camaro. What's he going to think when he gets a look at my Pontiac? I'm going to blow his Lexus theory right out of the water. I'm still the same Holly I was before. The fringe and glitter of Nashville haven't changed me yet, nor have the couple of weeks of being tied to Creighton's billions. Logan's eyes fix on mine again. "Yeah, You've always been a class act. Although these days, I'm probably wrong about the Lexus. I bet you're rolling in a Bentley." His reference to Creighton's money is impossible to miss, as is the slow, measuring look he gives me. "Yeah, I could see a Bentley suiting you just fine."